Okay, in this video we're going to find the angle theta, that's what this little symbol is, if we know that two sides. Remember that inverse trig functions are a way of actually finding angles if you know the sides. Regular trig functions are finding the sides if you know the angles. Okay, so we're just going to reverse this and I'll show you how to do it. So here's our problem. Let's find this angle. Let's assume that this is a right triangle, because remember, these only work with right triangles. I know that the sine of an angle is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So the sine of this angle would be opposite radical 3 over the hypotenuse, in this case it's 2. Okay? Now, what if we wanted to reverse it and find out what the angle was? Okay? So let's do this. Sine -1 times the sine theta. We'll just take sine, inverse sine of both. Now, sine times inverse sine times sine actually just cancels out to 1. So because remember, when you multiply by an inverse, you get 1. So we're going to find theta, and we need to find the sine to the inverse sine, rather, of radical 3 over 2. Now, what is radical 3 over 2? We can actually figure that out down here. Let's go ahead and do that. I know that the square root of 3 is approximately 1.73. And I know that 2 is just 2. So 1.73, let's go ahead and use our calculator. 1.73 divided by 2 gives me 0.865. So inverse sine of 0.865. So again, go to our calculators. Now to find the inverse sine, locate your sine button. And you'll see it right here. You'll notice that right above it, it has the inverse sine, sine to the -1. So to access that, you go second sine, and then that's what shows up, and then put in 0.865, enter 59.88. So theta is actually equal to 59.88 or 59.9 degrees. And that's how you find the inverse trig function using sine. Hope that was helpful.